Hi, I'm Tim,
I'm Lizzie.
and we are To Play,
Or not.
To Play, a show about board games for two players.
Whose tastes may differ.
Hello!
Hello. Today we are looking at
Imhotep.
Egyptian. All things Egyptian. I love.
We love it.
Is it like that? No, it's like that. Wildflower. This is a 2 to 4 player game by Cosmos.
Yep.
And just as I was sitting here when you were setting up the camera, I noticed something that I'd like everyone to comment on. Tell me what it is. Obviously, you can put a picture up so they can see. It's got hieroglyphs on there. I'd like to know what they actually mean.
Nice.
So if you know, comment. I'd like to know.
Ooh, I expect that's on the other games. There's that icon. We'll have a look in a minute. But yeah, let us know. It's cool.
So all things Egyptian, all good.
Oh yeah, so this is a great Phil Walker Harding game. I love this designer. But this is a sort of area majority and set collection sort of game. The way that it works is very, very simple. There's a sequence of objectives that you're trying to achieve laid out, and they are kind of buildings basically. So pyramid, tomb, obelisk, temple. Yeah, so these are little sections of the board that are laid out, and you have to try and achieve those buildings basically. And the way that you do that is you've got a quarry full of stone. So you choose a stone colour, and you try to get as many blocks of that colour of stone onto the boats that are available. And the boats that are available, well, there are a deck of cards that you turn over each round. It's only 6 rounds. So basically there's 7 cards that you can choose from, and you discard 1, and then that leaves you with 6, and you place them face down. You turn over the top one, that's got a certain number of boats on it, and it just basically says use boat with 4 slots, 3 slots, 2 slots or something like that, or so it just mixes those selections of boats around. And then you just basically have a couple of different actions that you can take. You can either take stone from the quarry into your little area, which is called your sled. You
Yeah,
have a
little
wooden sled on rollers, which is great, very thematic. And you can get a maximum of 5 stones on there. So you either take stone from the quarry onto there, or you take stones off of your sled and put them on a ship. That's kind of it. The other action you can take is move your ship you can not move it. Yeah, you can sail your ship. Is it a ship or a boat? It says boat actually in the game. You can sail your boat to one of these locations. And that is kind of the game. So you kind of obviously want to sail the boat into your best avenue of making points, which is by building up the various buildings. Whereas your opponent wants to, or opponents if you're playing it more than 2, but this is great at 2, your opponent will try and steer the ship where they want to score points, and or where it will mess you over by not allowing you to go.
This is where the strategy comes in.
Yeah, it's a really cool little game, and in fact she plays it very, very meanly.
Don't mess with me.
Yeah, I know, exactly. So basically the way it works is when you sail a ship into one of the areas, so let's say you sail a ship with 3 cubes into the pyramid area. The first cube comes off and goes into the first slot, and the second cube comes off and goes into the second slot, and the third into the third slot. And depending on what colour cube that is, obviously that earns that certain person those certain points that it has been landed on. So of course if I'm set up with 2 blocks in the first place and yours is in the third place, and the third place block on the pyramid grid is the worst scoring, she might think, well, I'm not going to send my ship there because I'm not going to get the best
I'll
points.
go and build an obelisk.
Exactly. If I go and build an obelisk, then to be fair, you wouldn't do that because I'd get 2 on that. But because the tallest obelisk wins, the most points on the pyramid wins. There's a grid on the tomb that if you've got the most joined together stones,
Is that burial chamber?
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, the tomb is. You kind of look down on it and you see who's got the most showing vertically up. So you look down and score the most showing. They're really cool little
It's quite well done where you've got to you look at it from the side. You've got an obelisk and the pyramid, and it's it's quite good to look at. Yeah,
very much so. Yeah, so that's pretty much the way that the game plays. You take it in turns, sort of choosing your decision of what you're going to do and move the ship or not, collect stone. 6 rounds of that, and you're done. And the one with the most points wins. It's such an elegant game. Yeah,
it is.
Really, really nicely.
Really well made.
Yeah, I mean,
when you read the rules out to me as well, I wasn't. When you first read them, I thought, oh, cool.
Which is always the case, to be fair. You
It's always the
always
case,
kind of think,
yeah.
it sounds a bit
Any
too...
more than 2 rules. I'm like, oh. But even in like the first round, I completely got it.
Yeah, it's very
And I
quick
was
to pick
already whipping you.
up. You were actually, to be fair, and you getting all mean on me. Yeah, I know. I think I had 2 chances, the last game we played, I had 2 chances to get mean on you.
You did win in the end, though.
And did I? I can't remember.
Yeah, you did.
But yeah, I mean, generally when she plays, she's very mean with this. She's very good at steering your boat to the wrong place. So yeah, it's a great little game. I mean, there's 2 sides on the board as well, so you can play the A game, which is the game you play first, or you play the B game. There's a couple of expansions as well, and also there is a Imhotep the Duel game available, which is kind of right here somewhere. Yeah, so that's a whole different game, but that is just a 2-player game. We'll do a review of that at some point, but this is the 2 to 4-player game that we're playing as a 2-player game. I have to say, I'm thinking, this is probably going to beat that. We haven't actually played this one, have we? We haven't played the Duel.
No, we haven't.
So I can't see that being this, because this is so good. It doesn't need the Duel version.
There was one thing we noted.
Yeah.
There was a time when I got last time we played it, I got a card that said I win. Oh no, I get all the points for how many stones in the
right. So yeah, one of the cards that you can sell, or places that you can sell one of your ships to, is called the marketplace, and there are a set of cards. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. There's a set of cards that you turn over from quite a big deck that you've shuffled up, and they give you special powers. For instance.
Yes, at the end of the game, the whole game.
Yeah.
The card I took last time was you get points for every
3 blocks.
Every group of 3 blocks in the burial chamber.
That's right.
But then,
no matter who they belong to. So basically, if there were 30 blocks, you get 3 points for every. Sorry, what was it? 1 point for every 3
blocks.
So you'd get 10 points for that. Yeah, thank you. I'm struggling.
But then later on in the game, you got the same card came up.
Yeah.
And it was your turn.
It was exactly the same, wasn't it? I could get.
So you were thinking, should I just get it? Because then it will just cancel me out.
Yeah.
And if you don't get it, I'll get more points.
I know you'll get 10 points. Yeah. So that was the thing. I mean, if it was a 3 or 4 player game, that would make a difference because 2 people would get those points, but 1 person wouldn't. So they would kind of creep ahead.
I think if in a 2-player game, if you take that card, then if it turns up again, you should discard it. Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. So that's like a house rule thing you might want to do, because it seemed a bit strange, didn't it? You think, oh, well, that's a bit weird, because now I can literally just take that card and negate the one that 5 minutes earlier was a really strong card for you.
Didn't take away from the whole.
No, not at all, not at all. But that's something that's worth kind of remembering. So yeah, simple game, very easy to play, very quick to pick up. So yeah, score it. Well, I was going to just talk about the theme a little bit actually.
I really like the quarry and getting your stones from the quarry.
The stones, yeah, I mean they're very, I mean they're quite chunky stones. They're not like dice size. They're bigger than standard dice size, but they're kind of just square like dice. But it just feels so kind of satisfying. And when you build the pyramid up, you're actually building like a pyramid, 3 layers.
Yeah.
When you're building your obelisk.
Obelisk, yeah.
I mean, we noticed the last game we played it in night, and the lights were on, and the obelisk cast a shadow, and it was like an obelisk-shaped shadow as well, because it was kind of hitting the cubes on the angle, and it was everything about
really
the game.
It
really feels very thematic, like you are actually building these kind of Egyptian things.
And I think I like it just as much as you, which is great for our differing tastes
as
definitely.
Well. Yeah.
It's not too in depth for me.
No. Okay, so scores then. So shall I score first, because this is my game. I've been itching to play this for a long time with you. So it's taken me a long time to badger bear into. I like that. So it's taken me a long time to badger you into playing this, and so now you're sort of you're kicking yourself that we haven't been playing. Exactly. I think this might.
Oh, you're right.
This might do quite well in our top 10 when we do one next time.
We'll have to revisit the top 10, actually.
We will, because things have changed since we did it last. Okay, so I'll score this, because I like it so much. It's kind of right out there. I'm going to go for 8.5.
8.5?
Yeah, it's a really good game for me. I like this a lot.
So I'm just down from you at 8.
Are you really? Oh, cool. Okay, so 16.5. That's really good. So yeah, I mean, it's a very, very nice game. Very satisfying to play. It's the sort of manipulation of these stones. It just feels so good. The sailing of the boat to the dock. Everything about it is really good. I mean, I don't know if you could make this game much better apart from having actual nice stone cubes. Made
or
of
little people.
Made of Maybe, well, I'll make you
All
sit
those
like.
people that don't like the ones that scare me. The one with the...
Oh, you mean the gods?
Yeah.
Anubis.
Anubis.
Aruba.
Aruba.
Aruba. The
Anubis, they scare me.
yeah, Anubis. You don't like Anubis.
If they had some lemon there. Oof.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, you know, if you upgraded the stones to actual like marble blocks or something like that, so they're really heavy, I suppose you could kind of bling it out a bit.
It costs a bit more.
Yeah, but super game. So yeah, we like this one a lot. So what's 16 and a half? It's really good. Yeah, definitely recommend this one. Okay, so we'll try and do the duel at some point, so you can kind of compare those, and we'll compare them as well. As an aside, don't forget, if you want us to review any of these games behind us that we've not reviewed yet, please just ask us. So there's a couple of these that we can't play as 2 players, you know, things like Mystery of the Abbey, things like that.
We've not played a lot of them, haven't we, actually?
No, there's a lot of games we've not
Ice
played.
and Mystics, not played.
This one's still mint sealed. We could play that one, 1 to 6. So yeah,
Catcher as well.
I know.
Ooh,
yes, I think that needs more than 2. That's minimum 3 maybe. But anyway, so any of the games that we can play as 2, well, we'll try them. You know, there might be 2-player variants or whatever. But ask us anyway in the comments, and we'll see if we can get a review up for you, because it gives us an excuse to play them. Originally to play them.
An excuse.
No, we do. We do. It's like this one. You know, it's been a long time sort of coming to the table. So you know, now it's there. It's probably going to end up in our top 10. So, you know, what's there waiting? It could be our number 1 game. Please ask us to play it. Okay, so thanks for that, everybody, for watching, and hopefully this has helped you decide whether to play this game or not. Do. See you on the next one. Bye.